Good day, my friend. On this video we will change the radiator on the car. You are on the Mercedes W123 channel. I'm Hervé and I will show it to you. Why do we have to replace it? Well, I don't know really. It started leaking here. Not too sure why. Because that's a car I don't really use. So, well, we're gonna be replacing it. I had a bit of a problem finding it, but I found it second-hand in a junkyard that deal only with Mercedes. So we'll see how it is. Let's open it together. Seems quite well packed, to be honest. I like the bubbles around. It's nice that it comes with the hose, and we can see that they've placed some cardboard box on the, to protect it, so that's good. We will start by disconnecting the hose on the radiator. So you see here, you can either remove it with a star screwdriver, or if you got a small spanner, whatever you want. So you can disconnect it either here or via the engine, whatever you want. Okay. I've noticed that mine, it's a bit crusty, and I don't quite like it. I've noticed that the others are in much better shape, so what I will do, I will change those hoses as well. Okay. So we will remove that one and the one at the bottom. Wow. By removing the hose, I can see that color. It's a kind of rusty color, which tells me that at some point someone placed some water, regular water, and now we've got this. So this tells me that I will have to do a cleaning of the whole system at some point. That will be very important. And now what we're gonna do, you see, we're gonna remove that that cover that's here. So it's held by two clips, one here, one there. So we'll remove it with a screwdriver, we'll put it up, it'll come off, and that as well will unclip it from the side. Okay, and then this will put it aside. We're gonna untie the radiator oil now. So for this, you see it's held by a support here, and we'll use a spanner of 10 on each side. Then we'll remove the bolt and we'll remove the support, and that will be off. Remove as well the other one that's at the bottom of the radiator. If you have problems reaching here, no problem, you can remove this part. You take 1, 2, 3 screws and you can take this off and you'll have a better access. We can now remove those 2 clips that are here that hold the radiator in place. Same thing with a screwdriver. We are now ready to remove the radiator. Before to mount it, we just want to make sure they are the same, not to have any bad surprise. The reason why I bought it second hand is because with my reference, I've placed it on Autodoc and it gave me an absolute nightmare. They gave me larger one, higher ones, lower one, etc. So this is why I decided to go for second hand, and just to make sure this is the same. Now looking at them, they look the same, so that's good, but clearly they are different here, so they are different manufacturer. This one is made by Behr, Mercedes, B-E-H-R, and this one is made by Montona. So what's important for me is this, obviously, where we place our clip in order to have the oil filter. So we've got it here, that's great. We can see there's a difference here too, in order to empty it. Here it's at the back, but it doesn't matter. So I'm happy. Now we'll be able to mount it back. We're gonna now place the radiator in its position. Don't forget to place the part in order to connect the oil radiator. Once in place, we fit that other part, and now we can connect back the two radiators together. We can now fix the radiator here, so we place back our two clips. We'll do the same thing with this, so make sure it's well clipped at the bottom, and once it's done, then we place our clips here, okay, and then you connect this on its position. To make sure it's well positioned, you spin the ventilator, and this should not touch any part, okay? Now we can fit again our part at the bottom. We're nearly done. We just need to place the hose now. So in my case, I will have a look at which one are better, and obviously I will place the best one. So obviously we'll connect the lower one and the top one, and then we'll be ready to fill the engine with coolant. Let me now give you a little tip about this. Never place it anyhow. Always place it in such a way that you can have access to it either with a screwdriver or with a spanner. Why I'm saying that? I'm saying that because sometimes with the time, with the years, they get buggered up. And sometimes, for instance, you won't have the possibility to use the screwdriver. So it's always nice to have another option. All we have to do now is to fill up the radiator. So we fill up to the brim. Don't worry about the air inside the engine, because the highest point is the radiator. So no worries about it. There's no purge on the engine. Okay. So basically, you fill it up, then you start the engine. It runs. Okay. By running, the air that's inside will be pushed out. So then you check a little bit more. Okay, and you add as needed, and that will be it. Then eventually check if there's no leak, stuff like that, and if everything is fine, then you're good to go. Okay, so I hope that you have liked the video. I hope this was useful to you. Subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next one. Take care.